Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here, and welcome to my latest review. And now it's week 10 of 52, as we look at the 10th game on the Sega Genesis Action 52 compilation brought out by Active Enterprises in 1993. So finally into double figures. So after this one, there'll only be another 42 to go. Oh dear. So now the 10th game is Star Duel. Well, after the previous game Sketch, I'm hoping this is actually going to be a game. I mean, that wasn't a game. I'm also hoping it's a bit more engaging than 15 Puzzle. Well, the title seems to show promise, but I get the feeling it's going to be a space shooter. I mean, it's got the word star in it.
Level 1.
Oh god, is this going to be another two-player only game? Yes, it is. Well, so yeah, you have to have 9 damage and have 9 times, so you have to damage ship 9 times in order to. And this time, as you saw by the fact that the idle second player was zooming downwards, and so was I momentarily, we're no longer static this time. We're being pulled by some invisible force.
Level 3.
Is there really no way this could have been made possible to play solo? Ooh, now I've got 3-way. Yeah, I mean,
Level 4.
I mean, it controls a bit like the ship that was in one of the earlier games, in which you can thrust a bit like you can in Asteroids, and you can shoot, and you got a temporary shield. But the problem is, if the longer you hold down the shield, the more your fuel drains rapidly. See, in the top left corner there, and it's. But
Level 5.
I think there was only another of those where I'm forced to go in a particular direction.
Level.
I think on the NES Action 52 there was only that one game that was 2-player only, and that was Fire Breathers, the very first game on the collection.
7.
I applaud them for having a different piece of music.
Level 8.
But yeah, problem is this game's got Action 52 attached to it, so good luck trying to convince a potential second player from being even remotely interested in wanting to play this. So yeah, so after it's first to 9. I don't really think I can say much more about Star Duel. So just to clarify, as we know from the third review I did from this, Dino Tennis was also a 2-player only game. So it's seeming like when I get to Skirmish, game 14, because of the blue text, I get the feeling that's also going to be a 2-player only game. Problem is, Action 52 has such a bad pedigree attached to the name, if only from the previously released NES version, that you'd be hard pressed to find a second player who, even at that time, even back in 1993, would be willing to have anything to do with Action 52 in any way, shape, or form. So. And Star Duel is one of those games that is a bit like something that's programmed in BASIC, of which you might type out on a home computer from maybe with the old bit of machine code thrown in for good measure. You did get that sometimes, but this certainly doesn't belong in a commercial release like this would be. There's just not enough to it. Graphics are as usual, nothing special for a game from 1993. I mean, it's just like a two-player Dark Sign without the without any of the background obstacles, and and a two-player Duel. But other than that, it's generally the same bland background and sprites. And apart from the fact that you can get dragged in one direction on some of the stages, generally it just looks the same. This is not the kind of game you'd be wanting to play in 1993, and it's certainly not a game you'd want to use to show off to your friends what the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive is capable of. They're just going to think, this is boring, where's Sonic the Hedgehog, where's Streets of Rage 2? Where's Gunstar Heroes? Because I'm pretty sure any of those aforementioned three would be far more likely to pique their interest than anything that we've come across so far on this. Sound is generally very bland, although I give them credit for having different music in each stage. It's not the same tune again and again and again. Gameplay. Well, it's two-player only. This could have done with having a one-player mode as well. I mean, especially as I said, given the pedigree about Action 52 from its previous NES incarnation. You mentioned Action 52. If you were a kid back in 1993 in the States, and I don't think you'd ultimately want to admit to having got Action 52 for your Genesis, would you? I think the other kids would just laugh at you. And I certainly don't think they'd be in any way interested in wanting to play Star Duel or Dino Tennis or any of the other two-player games like Skirmish. When I get to it, that's probably going to be another one I'm going to have trouble reviewing. But even so, this is a game that came out in 1993. As I said, this is one of the kind of thing you type out on a home computer from about 5 to 10 years earlier. It certainly doesn't belong on a 16-bit console, which already has epic games like Streets of Rage 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog in its library. So this is actually going to be another thing that's going to adversely affect the final score when I get to it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.